Well, it's time for a Saturday selfie. Yeah, I bet you didn't think you'd get that. Well, I'm at home today and working at the home system. And Ken Palco has been a very, very busy boy. He's been printing out little figures and sending me pictures and sending me videos, which I'm going to have in this video to explain what he's up to. Some of you have already sent in your $100 to have yourself printed and on the bridge or some other location of the Enterprise. I think what Ken and I talked about, or at least was Ken's idea, is there'd be some kind of directory that would actually show where each person is, so you could look for them when you're at the museum at the model. But you might even have a computer terminal set up for the entire museum. Greg, if you're paying attention, this might be a good idea, where someone could actually go into this program and it'd be like a 3D program. You could locate yourself or that person on the bridge and then know where to go and look for it, or in some other part of the ship. So I'm going to show you a bit of that. I'm going to show you what Brad Hoplock has been up to. This is a very talented effects person who I met over the internet, who's done our titles. I'm going to show you a little bit of the titles, and this time not just off the screen. He's also did a tracking test for me, because when we're coming up at the beginning of the movie, it's all handheld and it's very shaky and movie. And I wanted to have SNG up on the building, our actual building, which I'd love to have in real life, but we don't. So he did a tracking test, putting an object up there to show how well he could track that. I'm going to show you that. He did an incredible job. I mean, this thing is rock solid. And you're going to see more from Brad in Martians Attacks SNG, because I got a bunch of stuff I'd like to have him do. I mean, we've got the ship flying in over the building and setting other buildings on fire and shooting rays at people running in the street and have them disappear. So Brad, I hope you're up for this because we could really use your help on it, and it's really great to have you involved in our movie. And there will be more movies. I have just finished a script by Larry Cohen today. I'm not going to give too much away, but it is excellent. It is completely set up and ready for us to go to start a crowdfunding campaign for it. If you guys would like to see another Larry Cohen movie, we're going to try to get his film made. We're also planning on some other crowdfunding projects too. The more the merrier, and try to get some film production going at SNG. So let's get on with the show, and I'm going to show you some cool stuff. And here you can take a look at these. You can see how small the figure is, and in this next close-up you'll see that they're a little bit tall for a turbo lift, but keep in mind the turbo lift floor sits lower, and here you see how really, really, really tiny these guys are. These are truly amazing, Ken. Now let's show you a video that Ken sent me, actually 2 videos, where he talks about making these.
Okay, here is the semi-finished printed figure. It still has some support material on it, but I have to be really delicate with this. I mean, we're talking about an action figure that's it's a little bit larger than Lincoln's head here. I did take a closer look, and the fingers are actually there. So it does have some good detail. And what I'm probably going to do next is throw it in some sodium hydroxide for a few minutes, and then do a quick wash, and we should have a good figure. So yes, it is possible, without a doubt, to print these figures, and yes, it will be the biggest pain in the ass. So I'm probably going to end up having to print multiples of each one, just in case they break while painting, or even just cleaning support material off. I didn't even attempt to wash this in the jet wash, because it would just rip those arms and limbs right off. So yes, looks like we're a go, Steve. I could definitely print this stuff up. So all I need to do is CAD up all of the individual pieces, like the chairs, the bridge parts, the captain's chair, that kind of thing, tables and all that, and then they'll have to be painted and then, you know, glued into place. But it definitely looks good. So hope you enjoyed the sneak peek. Okay, so what you see here is actually a really small print of a figure, which I decided to do a test print to see if this would work for Steve's Big E. We kind of agreed on a scale and wanted to see just how much detail I can get. Even though my machine goes down to a half a thou accuracy, we're talking some really tiny details. So I'm a little concerned about the arms of the figures. Right now, all you're seeing is kind of this blob, and the reason for that is it's completely encased in a support material, so it's going to give it a matte finish. Let me tear this off and clean the support material up and see what it looks like.
Well, Ken, that is amazing. And those printers you have are pretty spectacular. Quite a high price tag on them, but you get what you pay for, and this is definitely proof of it. Don't forget, guys, Ken is building one of these too. I sent him a kit, and he's going to do a lot of spectacular things. And again, I want to thank Jeff Helps, who's coming to pay me a visit in March. He's going to be bringing down those blasters, it looks like, for Forbidden Planet, finally, at long last. And also, he got a printer. Not quite as fancy as Ken's, but nevertheless, he's going to be printing and making. He wants to do this, something he wants to do, he's got a passion for. He's going to make the hangar bay doors open and close remotely on this ship, so I'm sure we'll get a set of those to Ken as well. Next up, I want to show you what Brad Hoplock has been doing for us, and you're going to see a lot of amazing things coming from him pretty soon with regards to the shoot, which, like I said, we are picking up on Monday. Tom will be on his feet, and we're going to be shooting all day Monday and have some neat stuff to show you. But let's show you what Brad's up to. Now, keep in mind, what you're going to see is just a quickie test he did. He took the footage off YouTube, and I said, gee, do you think you can put a sign, SNG, up on top of the building in the beginning and the opening credit sequence for Martians Attacks SNG? And he said, well, yeah, send me the footage. I'll take the footage and see. And then, if that works, send me the actual footage by itself, the high-res stuff, and he'll put the sign up there. So he just put up some basic symbols to see how they track in using the footage that I shot on the less than Steadicam. So let's take a look at that, and then we're going to look at the titles that he's done. I'm just going to show you a little bit of it, which is really cool too. Let's go. Pretty amazing stuff, huh? I just wanted to show you a little bit. It goes way, way further than that. Believe me, we go all the way down to the studio and inside the studio, and there's a lot more credits. But I just wanted to give you a little taste of his work and a little bit of what's coming from Martians Attacks SNG. You'll notice Darren Doctorman is still in there. Darren has become so busy, thankfully. He's been employed and has got so much work going on and teaching and everything else that he couldn't do it. And that's always good news, to have work. To be so busy you can't do it. So that name will be replaced with Doug Drexler's, of course, because Doug is going to do this as long as we make it fit to his schedule, and it will, because we're going to do this on a weekend, so on a Saturday, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, I want to show you the test next, which for tracking SNG up there, and as soon as I send him the footage on Monday, he'll be able to actually put the actual sign. I'd love to have a sign like what he's going to do over the studio. We do not have it, but this is a movie, and a little bit more, as you'll see when you see the movie. Let's show you the test. Well, that's going to be it for today's selfie. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you back here on Monday. Have a safe weekend. See you then.